Good morning, sunshines. Hey, y'all. Hey. What's up, Foxy? I think you still muted, child. You is on mute. I know it's been a long time, but there you go. There you go.
I was just fixing my thing. I had to cut down my other.
I'm like, let me get my camera right, child. It's been
I
a
know the camera's been
listen.
a minute.
It
I know
is
the camera's all crazy
over here.
I was like, the
Hey,
camera.
world. Hey, YouTube. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Look at everybody in the chat. Hey, family. Hey, Amina the Great. How are you, sis? It's been so long. All right, you guys, if you have not subscribed to my girl Foxy and Family, please hit that link and subscribe to her. Also pin this up top because that's my co-host, but we be over on her page, but child, we ain't been on nobody's page in forever. And yes, so hey Dana, good morning. Hey y'all, hey. All right, Foxy was out modding early while I was over here making all the things whistle and blow. Amina is here. Dana is here. Hey, y'all. Hey, what's going on?
Hello, everyone. Hello.
How you doing over there, Foxy?
I am doing wonderful. I'm still in my Wakanda Forever mode.
We did go to the movies last night, y'all. We went to go see Wakanda Forever.
I started to come back in with my little headgear on because I was feeling it. I didn't want to take it off yesterday.
So listen, I thought it was a good movie. I don't want to do spoilers, but I need to stay off of social media until I see the movie myself. Because I be real hype when other people be real hype. And then when the hype, I don't match the hype that other people feel, I be feeling away like maybe I missed something. Because I wasn't as hype as you know what I'm saying? Like it was good. It was good.
Aha moments. Don't get into it. It had a lot of aha moments. It had those moments where you was like, oh no, the hell they didn't. Like why? For sure. So I think for the time that they had to probably rewrite the whole script when he passed away, because the script was written for him with him in it. So when he is untimely passing, they had to probably go in and rewrite the whole freaking script and try to find some different things. So and everybody needs to remember.
Hey Gordo, what's up, Gordo Poppy? Hey boo.
Everybody have to remember that is a comic book.
You don't give away the story. Everybody ain't seen it yet, Foxy.
I'm not getting what I'm saying. I just want everybody to remember it is a comic book. So you have to realize the comic book, they following it almost to a T. That's all I'm saying.
Well, see, I don't pay attention to the comic book parts. I'm paying attention to what's on the screen and all of the hype that was centered around what was on that screen. And the hype didn't hype for me like it did for everybody else. Because again, it was good.
You can tell the way your ass is going, oh my God, I can't watch it.
It was good, but it just, the hype didn't. I was hype, but I wasn't this hype. I was trying to be this hype like everybody else. Like, ooh. And I was just like, ooh. I didn't do ooh, I did ooh. Because I didn't even cry to the very end of the movie. And the only reason I shed a tear at the end was because of Rihanna's ass.
I know, right?
That's the only reason. Honestly, that is the only reason I shed a tear. Yeah, I was like, no, don't reread me. I held strong the whole movie, and then they reread me at the end, and it was a done deal.
Riri got everybody at the
end. Yeah, it was a done deal with the reread.
But I thought they did a really good tribute. So if you haven't seen it, go see it. And everybody is different.
Look at Gordo. Gordo is giving away all of the top secrets, talking about some don't watch my live tomorrow because I'm breaking it all down.
Well, you know what? Everybody probably been to see it by now. So go ahead on Gordo. Do you break it on down?
Everybody ain't been to see that movie yet. I'm gonna tell you another reason that I had a hard time really like focusing, because we was in the wrong theater, in my opinion.
Yes.
Oh my God. I was like, where's Imagine when you need Imagine?
We was at the Imagine and it was a different vibe. I think, you know what? I know that Gordo Pop.
Wait till I pull a cut. Focus on what you talking about. Girl, stay on your listen. Fox, I know we ain't been here in a long time. You gotta stay focused until I put the comment up on the screen.
Okay, I just read it. It was on the screen.
Girl, it's not. He said don't watch it because he's breaking it down. That's the last one up there. You reading ahead. Focus. Stay focused, girl.
I'm so confused right now.
Girl, exactly. Anyway, Dana spoke to Gordo. Now you can start interacting with Gordo, giving away the spoilers. It all goes with the BP issue, 26 Secret Wars, and the New King issue. See, that's way over my head. Foxy is probably with you on all of this. Are you with him on this comment right here, Foxy?
Yes, because it's the comic book.
Oh, so yeah, I don't know nothing about that part. I'm waiting for the movie to come out. So Gordo said it all goes with what's BP? What's BP? What that stand for, Foxy? It all goes with BP issue 26, Secret Wars and the New King issue.
The Black comic book?
Oh, Black Panther issue. My bad. See, I'm slow. It's too early on a Sunday morning. My brain don't turn back on until very early tomorrow morning. All right. Gordo gave love to Dana. And then Gordo says, but you know, Storm was his wife in the comics. I don't know nothing about that either. Foxy knows. See, Dana, don't give away the spoilers. Dana ain't seen it yet, y'all. Be kind to Dana. Okay, Dana has not seen it yet.
Okay,
the Black comic book sector went in yesterday. I couldn't watch none of their lives. Oh, Gordo is watching it now. Gordo, you are multitasking. I figured out the Black Panther. Listen, yeah, I was again. First, it's hard to do part twos to me for movies. I'm just a one and done, because when you get into the 2s and the 3s and the 4s, they just never, in my opinion, match up to number 1. Yeah, and so now, was it a good movie? Yes. Does it match the original? Absolutely not. In my opinion, absolutely not. It just don't. Now,
yes. So
is the next one, I think the one after this will very likely be really, really good, because we will have mourned as fully as possible the passing of Chadwick. You know what I'm saying? So this one was like a mourning type of giving the flowers to passing the baton forward, all of those things. So maybe the next one will all be freer to like do other stuff.
Yeah, I think it will be. Yeah, the biggest. I agree with that one. You know, that is the biggest, but that's the part I was having a hard time with, because when he passed, they had to really rewrite the whole freaking story without his character actually being in that particular part. So, but they was like, well, somebody else could have went in and played the Black Panther, which they probably could have done that, but I guess he was the Black Panther. So why would they do it? So they can just follow the comic books. So Gordo
said the biggest conspiracy is Mr. Chadwick's death in real life and in the movie.
It was
and in the comic.
Gordo, so if you watching it, I'm not gonna say no, but it was so freaking realistic about. I was like, what? Okay, go ahead.
See, I don't
say nothing. Okay, Dana, we're not gonna say nothing else. Okay, Dana, quiet, Gordo.
Just I don't know. All I saw, I don't know nothing about the comic book. I don't know none of that. I just saw the movie.
I don't know. We'll talk off a lot, but you have to realize the similarity what Gordo is talking about the death in his real life and the one they put in the movie. If you was paying attention, if you paying attention, they referenced it and it was deep. That's all I gotta say. Okay.
Dana.
And you know what, Gordo?
I'm confusion. Are you confusion with me, Dana? I saw the movie and I still don't know what they're talking about. So you're safe, sis.
You safe,
sis, because I'm confusion. In the comic, 3 different people became Black Panther. Guess who?
But you know, because if anybody wrote the comic, you know, it's
I got 2. Is one more? It's 3. It's 3. I got the 3.
What, we know who the third one gonna be.
We got 2 and we know who the third one gonna be.
Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty deep. So we'll see.
Yeah. So I'm with that. I got that one. So if you still watching it, Gordon, you ain't got to all of the parts yet. But you'll see we know we had one in the first one.
I just say if you go to the movies, you know how Marvel comics are. You have to stay to the very, very end.
No, you don't. You can leave before the credits.
The last
we stayed to the Marvel thing, and then we waited for the credits.
Oh, you know, we did get us that with that one.
It wasn't nothing at the, because usually it'll be something at the end of the credits.
Because what they did, they probably knew people be leaving for that, so they tricked us and they popped it in there. Bam! We was like, what?
Look at Gordo giving spoilers. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
No. Well, no,
That's
not
right. He's right.
Killmonger.
That
Yeah,
was one. That was the first one.
Yeah,
He was a Black Panther.
yeah, he was. Okay, Killmonger, Sheer. And he said he don't know who, but we know who the third one
Well,
is.
he'll find out. Right. He got to keep watching.
You gotta keep watching, so you gonna know who
Just
the third
keep
one is.
watching. Yeah. I swear I didn't have to watch it in its entirety when he died. I think comic book experts knew what was going to happen. Yeah, you probably by the end of the movie you'll be like, I knew that.
Mm-hmm.
See, I didn't know. I don't read the comic books,
People
so
who read the comic books are really they love it because they didn't veer too far off from the comic book. So that's what was the good part about it. They didn't veer too far off from it. Okay, so
all right. Anyway, that's enough of that. That's enough of that.
Hey, I'm feeling your Tupac t-shirt, girl.
Hey, oh, hey.
I got my love shirt on with my little sexy little heels.
Okay. All right, love.
And
word, can you keep a secret?
Girl, so stupid. And I'm drinking my tea this morning.
I had a bottle of water. Did I drink it all, child?
I don't know.
Dang, already. Hold on. I need some water.
All right, guys. You know she got to drink like 3,000. I dropped my water already, so now I'm drinking my tea. Drinking my tea right now. You got your water, girl. I already dropped my water for just my par for right now already.
I got my water.
More.
I got my Kirkland. They should pay.
You know what? Water is water at this point. We don't know what's in them bottles anyway. They just tricking us. You know what? Like my granddaughter said, I can get me some sink water to be good. I'm gonna give me
sink water. My kids swear they too good to drink water at the sink.
Girl, bye.
All right, here comes Gordo with some more spoilers. I see him over here.
Stop it.
I love me some Pac too, Dana. Gordo said that's what the third Black Panther said in the comics as well. I know they have that in the movie.
Okay. Yeah, it was you gonna I enjoyed it.
I'm not talking about it no more because Dana ain't seen it and y'all giving away spoilers.
Right, Dana, we all
Dana, they don't care about you. They don't care about your feelings.
Dana. Yes, we do, Dana. Don't listen to her.
Okay, anywho, this is a life update. Okay, so we went to the movies last night. Yeah. Well, what happened all of the days in between our last Women of a Certain Age and the movies last night? Girl, what's been going on over there? What's been going on over here?
Well, life update. I guess I'll go first because it's been some stuff.
Give it to us, girl. Tell us about this aging process that we all are experiencing every single day.
Okay, first of all, going through the thing. So, I've been going through this my little hair journey. And you know how it is. You go back and forth between, oh, should I perm, not perm? I don't care what you do. Your hair is who you want it to be. It don't even matter. But see, if your girl, you said you're checking out the curls, it's popping. Okay, so I'm there. I'm getting there. I finally found the right product and I love it. So it took a minute. Don't mind a little grays. I'm about to get rid of them because I want them grays gonna turn blonde once I put some color in it. I haven't decided what color.
So you gonna have blonde streaks in your instead of the gray?
It's really funny. So if I put any color dye, they can put a dark brown in my hair. And my gray would automatically just turn like a light blonde. Like that's the color. That's my grays do that. Because I'm not fully gray. If my hair was black, I would let that sucker go salt and pepper. It'll be beautiful. It's not black. My hair is a reddish brown, so it look ugh. I don't care. It's just me. That's what I choose to do, and that's what I think I'm going to do. I choose to do that. That's just me. I don't know. That's how I feel. So that's with that one. So then. I did a video a few weeks ago when I went and got my annual mammogram. And when I tell you my day at the mammogram place, it was historic. So, you make your appointment, you go to your appointment, you sign in, then they couldn't find me because apparently when I made the appointment, they canceled the appointment the same day I made it. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's not about to happen. So what you will do is not make me come back here. You're going to figure it out and you're going to let the nurse know I'm here and we're going to go back there and take care of this appointment. So after I was real professional about it, they took care of me because I was like, I'm not leaving. And so somebody's going to see me today. So if you have to call your boss or your boss's boss, I don't care. you're gonna take care of the girl today. So they took care of me. Now it was, and when I got back there, they were so apologetic, like, oh my God, we hate that we had you waited. No problem, I don't mind waiting. Not at all. As long as I can get this done. Because I ain't coming back. My appointment said today, and I have it written down in my trusty dusty calendar. In my look. And I had the nerve to give me another calendar. I don't know if y'all can see it because of my light. My little breast cancer. They give you go, they give you all of the pink stuff. So I got me a little calendar. So I had my stuff ready. Don't play with me. And all my calendars, even in my happy planner. So I was going.
So did they see you? Did they see you?
They did. They took care of your girl.
How long did you have to wait?
I had to wait probably maybe about an hour, which wasn't bad because it was some older ladies there, and I felt like, okay, make sure they're taking care of the ladies. I'm being nice about it. They was like, do you need some crackers or some orange juice? No, I don't need no cracker, orange juice. Just get me back here. But I smiled and said, no, thank you. Yeah, I just want to get out of there. So I did a whole video about that on my channel. I took you through my whole day with it. And only thing I couldn't do was videotape while I was in there, but I did go in there before. So that's the first thing. Then a week later, I got my results back. The girl is okay. But when you read your results, ladies, make sure you read it because mine always say I have a dense breast. And with a dense breast, they want you to stay watching with it because sometimes it's harder to detect anything. But as long as you do your self-exams every day, at least once a week, then you're good. So you know your own body, you'll tell if something is wrong. So that was one of the first things. So then I have my physical. Go get all your physical done, get everything checked out, everything is good. Your girl even had lost a couple of pounds. I ain't really trying to, but I had lost a couple of pounds because your girl has not still ate no beef, pork, chicken, or turkey. And
all right, diet update.
Because it's gonna be kind of hard with Thanksgiving coming around because I'm just looking at that turkey. Like I might have to just, but I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But it's okay because that's what I choose to do.
You can get that vegan turkey, child. That
I might just make me some salmon that day. Cook it up in the oven and with some what you call it, some stuff, and I'm good. I mean, I'm okay with that. After I had my appointment, life update, everything was good. Then the doctor called me back like, ooh, we need you to go to the ENT doctor. Why are you calling me about the ENT doctor? So apparently she's been watching.
What is it? Everybody might not know what the ENT doctor is.
Ear, nose, and throat doctor. Ear, nose, and throat doctor. So I had to go see them about my thyroid. She had been watching it. So apparently the last year it got bigger. So it's supposed to be a certain centimeter, but mine is like almost 2.5 centimeters, which is too big. So I had to go to an appointment for them. So I had to make the appointment with them. They went and gave me an assessment. Then I had to go get a biopsy, and I got that done on Thursday. And when I tell you the girl, I was traumatized. So it's like if you never had a biopsy before, it's like you having surgery. So they put you in the room. They come out with the big ass needle to numb you up. So they numbed up my neck on my left side because it's like right here on the left side is where my modules are. And they numb you up. So before they do all that, they come with the little machine and look and see where it is. They numb me up. The first pinch, I was like, you know what? Because a girl don't like needles. So they knew I told them before that I might flinch because I don't like needles. As long as I don't see it coming, but that stuff burned the sting, but it was numb. So they numbed the neck. They put more numbing medicine on the inside because they was going the inside. They put this little tube in a little hole they made, like a little straw. Then they came up with this big mind you, they had draped me, but they didn't cover me all the way up. So I actually saw it. And when I saw what they was putting in my neck, I died a slow death 12 times over. It was this big old needle-like thing. And they put it in the little tube, and it's like a long little wire thing. And as they doing it, they watching the monitor because they can't see what they're doing. So they got to watch the monitor, and they're watching the monitor to go in there. And every time they went in to take a piece off, you could hear that little click noise. So I could click it. One time you feel pressure, but one time they must have went a little further over where it went numb. And I kind of flinched, and they asked me like, "Are you okay?" I couldn't say no. All that they saw was tears rolling down because it was almost done. So I said, I'm gonna be a G. I'm gonna take it like a G. So the nurse asked me, "Were you okay?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm okay." But she said, "You didn't say anything." I said, "Because look, I was concentrating. I was counting the ceiling tiles, the little holes in the ceiling tiles that made me do, to just concentrate on that one." So, but if I hadn't seen that big old thing, everyone, I probably wouldn't have been so traumatized. But So I have to wait. I'll get my results back next week, and they are looking to remove it, so that'll be a different video. I forgot because I kind of got nervous, kind of like needles and stuff, and I was going to ask them to record the actual biopsy, but I forgot to ask them to do that one. But I don't know if I can get them to record the actual surgery when they're actually doing it, but I will be back to update you on that, guys. And other than that, let's see, husband, still in chemo. We're still going through that one, so we just keep the prayers off of that one. Um, Work is good. I'm doing my thing at my job. No holds bars, taking life one day at a time, and having spending time with my mom, our grandbabies, um, and all that you did stuff. So we just hooking it all up, and I'm just having a ball with life, and I'm living my day one day at a time. I'm not being stressed out about nothing. I'm not letting it stress me out because I told them at work, I said, before I let you stress me out about this job, I'll be like, deuces. And I mean that because I can always walk into another job tomorrow. And I know that because that's how much confidence I have in myself.
Boo.
So that's about it with me so far right now. What's going on with you, Organized? Woohoo!
All right, first let me look at these comments from Gordo. Gordo is saying, for real, think about the Indian Aboriginals War and the invasion of the Maya Empire. It's a deep compression or comparison. I agree. I suggested to my teachers, to my middle school teachers, Gordo, that they take their kids to go see it. I work in a predominantly white building, school. And I feel like those kids need to be exposed to Wakanda Forever as well. So I definitely agree with you. There is definitely correlation to a lot of what that movie speaks to and the founding of not just our country, but lots of countries.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. And then Gordo says the invasion of the French settlers in South America, Haitian Revolutionary War, and they're in Haiti in part of the movie, Gordo.
Yeah, they touched a little bit on that.
They made the correlations. They made them clear. They made them clear. And they made the superpowers clear. The two superpowers clear in the movie. We can't say nothing else about them.
Yeah, because the two superpowers was so clear. It was like, I was like, wow, is that what it was? It just wow. And some of the stuff that they referenced in there, you was like, wow, it was back then. Like we thought we was more, that was back then. What was that 15, 14? It was deep.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
All right, so what's been going on with me? Oh my goodness. All I do is work. Literally, other than like usually on the weekends I try not to do anything. Every now and then my friends will have stuff and I'll go out, and like last night we went to the movie because it was our friend's 50th party, and then after that I had to go to a play to see my god niece baby in Chicago. I don't even know how I made it to the end because I was struggling, y'all. I go to bed somewhere between 7 to 8 o'clock because it get dark at like 6 o'clock now. Like, we've jumped ahead an hour last weekend, and now it's pitch dark when I get home. So like, I literally go to work in the dark, I come home in the dark, and I go to bed in the meantime. But I still wake up before the crack of dawn. I still get my workout in early in the morning, except on the weekends. I don't work out on Saturdays, but I am about to work out when we get off of here because I eat stupid on the weekends just because I'm so disciplined during the week. But work, like literally, at my son's senior year. So we've done senior year. We have football senior. He didn't want to do senior banquet. But we had homecoming so far this year. We got prom coming up. I'm trying to get him scheduled for senior pictures at the last minute. I got to order cap and gown. I got to make sure he's graduating because, grades matter. But the biggest change is my new job, my new position in a brand new district. I try not to give too much details about work because of the things that I experienced in my last district and YouTube, and just trying to keep my personal space and my workspace separate so that nobody is reporting me to anybody just because haters do still exist in the world. But overall, I love my new job. Like, I love it. It is extremely challenging, like extremely. And when I was a classroom teacher, I really didn't care much about the grown-ups. For real, for real. Like, I could close my door and deal with me and my students. Now, not only do I care about the students, I care about the grown-ups as well. So I am growing as a human being because I have to care about grown-ups much more than I ever have in my life. So that is definitely my growth opportunity as being human. I do practice a lot of mindfulness at work. I do ask a lot of questions at work. I work in a space where questions are like, it makes everybody nervous because you ask questions. So I make people nervous, I think, a little bit, just because I don't think it's nosy. I'm just very curious. I'm curious about how people do things and the why behind why they do those things. So that can make people really uncomfortable. And I'm learning, I think I knew it before, like you would see memes about it. There is definitely a communication barrier / communication gap between people of color and white people. I'm just gonna keep it keep it a buck. It just is. And people of color say stuff, not all of us, but a lot of us, we say what we mean and we mean what we say. White people try to dress up the things and they say a whole lot of words. Sometimes I call it circular talk, and they just like to talk around in circles about things without ever really just say it. Just say it, girl. I got to move. I got to go. I got somewhere else to be. I got something else to do. I don't have time to read your thesis statement of an email. Tell me what you need from me so I can give it to you if I can possibly, or I can tell you why I can't. So I'm learning how to matriculate myself and code switch myself even more than I ever have as a human being, because sensitive feelings exist among us. That's all I can say about that. But as a minority voice in a hugely white space, I am something different for these people. And they're different. Well, they're not. That's the interesting thing, right? Like about race in America. Most people of color are forced to be able to exist in white spaces. But white people don't have to learn to exist in brown and black spaces.
No.
So when they get put in a space with brown or black people with differing thoughts, it can be very challenging for them as well as people of color, the minorities in that space as well. So we're working on that in my building, I think in the district as well. And just overall, it really has been a blessing. I love learning. I love new things. I love being present. And I've been practicing. I'm still working on finish reading my book to y'all one day. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And just being present in the now at all times is really important to me. And just not having a lens of judgment and not having a lens of, I know all the answers. Most of the time I have no answers. I just have more questions, but that is part of being present, right? So that's it. That's really all. Health-wise, I think I gave my colonoscopy update already. We did that together on one of our women of a certain ages. One thing that is new is I have been having fainting spells. And my doctor thinks it's because of low blood pressure. I have extremely low blood pressure. So much so that my doctor was like, girl, do you even eat salt? And I'm like, girl, yeah, sea salt is good for you. You know, it's good for you. So because of that, when I finally realized after the third fainting, I talked to the doctor about it. So she's just telling me I had to start drinking Gatorade. She wants me to drink Gatorade daily. So I drink that. She told me to drink the regular Gatorade, but the calorie counter in me will not. The calorie counter in me will drink the zero sugar Gatorade just because. And just to drink more water in the evenings, because part of me passing out could very well be due to dehydration, because I drink a lot of water in the morning when I work out, and then throughout the day not so much because I've already drank it. So I got to be mindful that I can't OD on water in the morning and then not drink none throughout the day. I can still have that, but I got to add more water in throughout the day. Oh, night sweats is a new thing. Foxy, do you get them things, girl?
Not as much as I did before. It's over and done with. Mine is like,
girl,
those things ain't no joke.
Oh my goodness. So listen, y'all, I didn't even know what a night sweat was until I put words to it the other day. Me and my bestie is talking and she was like, well, what's new? I was like, girl, besides the fact that I sweat when I sleep, and that's new, like I gotta roll over to the other side. But I'm gonna tell you what's been a blessing. I think I talked about my bamboo sheets when I first got them months and months and months and months ago. Bamboo sheets are the best at wicking that sweat and locking it in, so I don't have to wake up in the middle of the night and change my sheets. I can just roll over to the other side of the bed and go back to sleep. Yes, ma'am. And hallelujah, amen. But night sweats are a thing for women of a certain age, y'all.
Menopause ain't no joke.
I haven't had any more of those hot flashes during the day. Now I've just been experiencing the night sweats.
Well, yeah, they gonna come and go. Like I don't have the hot flashes, but that night sweat would get you. You be mad about it. Be like, this don't make no sense.
It doesn't. And I had a fan on in the room too. Like the fan would be on. Mm-hmm. It'd be hot. And then I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, why is the whole bed, like the whole side, back be soaking wet?
Mm-hmm.
Child, Dana.
Yep.
It is something different. And you don't even know what's happening because you knocked out. You sleep. You just kind of ease up out the sleep and like, why is the bed wet, girl? The whole bed.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm over those things right there. I mean, I might get a little warm where I might have to sleep with the fan on, with the fan and heat, and I'll be comfortable. But them night sweats and them hot flashes, just wait till them flashes just hit you while you up there trying to give a speech or something. Also, your face just start trickling out with sweat. You're like, what the hell is going on?
Girl, I will stop and be like, y'all, I'm sweating.
There's no fan, and it's like your body it is just the hormones in your body, just figuring out the different things, and they don't prepare us for this. Like, when you're younger, your mother didn't talk to you about no menopause. It was something you didn't discuss. So you basically, when you go through it, like if anybody didn't know, I've been going through menopause since I was like 30 something. Because when you have a hysterectomy, and the minute they take your ovaries, that was a wrap. Remember when I had my ovaries taken out right before I was going to be in that wedding?
Yep.
And I was swollen. They took the ovaries out, and man, the doctor told me, said, once your ovaries are gone, you're going to spiral down. And you can't imagine that. I was almost close to 40. So that means that I've been going through this for so long. You went through it, I spiraled down, then I went through it naturally when I turned 50. So I've been through it twice, so it was like, okay, when is this gonna stop? It's like a never ending story, but it finally calmed down to the point where I just stay cold. I'm like, I'm cold.
Yeah, I'm waiting on it. Like it's just the weirdest thing. Like I'm having hot flashes. Mind you, my fingertips are still like my fingertips stay cold. I think because of the low blood pressure. Mm-hmm. I got a fan on. I'm sweating, but I'm cold and I'm hot. Like you cold and you hot at the same time. Yes, ma'am. Freezing and burning up at the same time. It's stupid.
You don't know do it yourself. You don't know if you want to wrap
stupid. And then like if I roll over in the bed, I'm cold because it's wet, but I'm burning up because I'm sweating. It don't make no sense. The sense don't sense. None of it makes any sense.
And you know what? You can look it up all you want to. They don't have. They can just assume, but they have no real explanation
No.
as to why your body go through that. It's just something that just happens. Who knows?
Child, it is something different. It can go ahead and get up out of here. Like
Well,
just
they
take
got different
things.
things. They got different things that you can take that will help it. Like black cohosh is good. They got little different things. You just got to find what works for you. So they got things that you can take to help do it. But then sometimes naturally it just don't work.
Child, I'm just ready for this part. Like, come on, y'all. We can. I don't want to fast forward because it's more years behind me than ahead. But I'm just saying this part though, just the physically, like, just let's get it over with. Get one and done. Let's get it over with.
No, we can't. With and getting back to you drinking a zero sugar Gatorade, that's the purpose of you drinking the one with the freaking sugar in it.
No, ma'am. The sugar has calories.
I'm
Unnecessary.
just saying.
I get a certain number of calories a day. That is not within my budget. And then
I'm
I be saving up because I told you, like yesterday was pastry day. I went to Whole Foods. I had a slice of pizza. I only eat the edge and the cheese. Then I had muffins. I only eat the top of the muffins. And then I had Danish. I only eat the crust around the edges of the Danish. I got issues. I taste all the things and it was all good. It was all really good. I just won't eat all of it because then it's too many calories.
Just to go out to dinner with her, go somewhere with her. I was gonna put out there. It is the most craziest ish I have ever seen in my life. That girl will order every freaking thing on a menu and take a little bit of everything. And we just look at her like, well, who's about to eat all that? No, we just gonna taste it.
I just like tasting stuff. And then I make everybody taste all the food. And it'd be so much fun because we all get to taste all the food.
We just tasted everything. It don't make any sense. Like, I just go back to when we was in Vegas. We had so much food on the table. It didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense how much food we just had on that table.
It made sense, y'all. It did. It made sense.
No, it did.
We want to taste all the food. You don't have to eat all the food.
We eat stuff that we probably would have never tasted. Like,
right. Mm-hmm.
We got to talk about our girl because she had us eating what was some slimy things, oysters.
But the oysters, I don't need those.
No, she had us do. I mean, I'll say experiences, but what I will say is that that last place that we found the day we was leaving for the airport.
Oh yeah, the bar.
That was,
what was it? The Hard Rock Cafe in that mall area.
It was in the Planet Hollywood mall.
Planet Hollywood, yeah.
Oh my God, that bar! Woohoo! When I say we was ready, we was ready, and we got out before that storm really hit bad. So we was lucky that our plane actually was able to leave out. We hit that storm hit, but.
All right, what else is going on? How the family, how the kids, how the grands? I don't have grands. I have kids.
The grands are doing wonderful. Alani went to her first concert in Chicago on Friday.
Okay.
They took her to Chicago to do a concert to see Blackpink. And if anybody know what Blackpink is, one of them pop cultures groups, I don't know if they Korean or Japanese, whatever they be singing in, she be killing it singing the song because she loved Blackpink. And she went to their concert in Chicago. Her mother took her to Chicago for a concert overnight and came back the next day. So she said she had a ball. She was so cute. She had her little black and pink on. She had her little pink tutu, her pink boots, her little pink stuff in her hair, carried a little pink purse. She looked so cute and she had a ball. She did a little TikTok before, like, the little TikToks they do when you do that, you look one way and then you come back and you dress all up. She had a ball, and I asked her how did she like the concert, and they said that she stayed woke and watched the whole thing because those are her girls, Blackpink. So yeah, that was the thing. So that's what and she's 5, so that was one of her birthday presents. She don't turn 6 until December. And the small one, all I can say about the small one, that little one, that Autumn girl, she a true Gemini. Woohoo, baby!
You gotta love a Gemini. Like, why wouldn't you love?
She's worse than you. She's a true Gemini. Like
I'm not.
No, this one right here. You saw how she acted. You saw that. You saw her when we came to see. That's a true Gemini. When she don't want to be bothered with you, she was straight. She could be looking right at you and through you at the same time and would straight ignore you. She don't care.
Same.
Say she is so funny, but she just as cute as she want to be because she won't be 2 until June. So she doing her thing. My daughter's fine. I don't know if anybody know, but my daughter is a dance major with a master's in you know, dance choreography, teaching, and all that kind of stuff. So she is actually doing a internship at one of the colleges that she's teaching dances there here in Detroit, and she's the co-director of a dance studio, so which is good for her. So she's moving on up, doing her thing. My mom is doing good. 70. How's mom? 77. How's mommy? How's your mommy?
Mommy is 78.
78. So they're around the same age. I think my mom is 70. I think she'll be 78 in February. So they're around the same age. Yeah. And doing great, living her best life. So and my sisters, yeah, y'all would just have to meet her one day. I can't explain
it. My girl. I saw my girl yesterday.
Girl, and my brother is doing great with him and his family. So everybody's doing wonderful. My husband, all the kids are doing great. My daughter, my stepdaughter, and her 2 kids are doing great. My stepsons and their 2 kids are doing great. So everybody's doing wonderful, and they all their better halves. So everybody just living their life. We're just taking one day at a time and living our life to the fullest, and it's being what we can do. Because like we always say, you are not promised tomorrow with all the death that's going on, and every time you look around, it's somebody's funeral or something like that. You just live your life to the fullest.
Rest in peace to Takeoff. And that terrible situation that happened with him.
But if anybody saw his actual funeral, it was really a beautiful service. They did a really nice tribute to him. Like his cousin spoke, his uncle, because Quavo was his uncle, spoke about it. And it was just beautiful. So I would just say people should speculate on what they don't know, because you weren't there, and just stop speculating what you don't know, because it's gonna come out, and then like it'll come out what really happened, and people know who happened. And I'm not part of that community, but just looking and going, just reading everything is just sad. It just reminds you of like how you got the greatest taken from you too long, like when Tupac got killed, and when
I think the sad part about all of this is that now it seems like the culture of hip hop is the death of rappers. And that's what really makes me sad. Like that has become like literally embedded in the culture of hip hop that I've never seen in any other music. I mean, rock and roll, you could talk about drugs, but not just murder, right? But like hip hop and murder have become synonymous with each other. And that really makes me sad, because why?
Well, what I think of what it is with the culture, and what's sad about the culture is that all hip hop artists aren't gangsters and drug dealers. You talking about
the majority of them are not. They might rap about it or talk about it, but a lot of them don't have that lived experience.
No, and then when you have to go back and just look at the Amigos' journey, Takeoff was not that person. He was not that person. None of them really were them people. They just
I don't know a lot about them. I'm not in that age group, but from what I saw, he was like the really quiet one of the group. I only really heard a lot about Quavo and Offset.
Right, because
and the only reason I know about Offset is literally because that's Cardi's husband. And then Quavo likes to be with all the young starlets.
Right.
But Takeoff, I hadn't heard. He was just like the silent member of the group.
Well, he was like the one who did a lot of the producing a lot of the beats. So he was that person behind the scene, and he was the one that actually told Quavo, "You need to take this and be serious about it." So they kept it in the family by them being uncle and cousins. So he was, and everybody who ever said anything about him, like if anybody saw the interview with Big Sean when he was here.
Hey, Renee. Good morning, sunshine. Miss you too, boo.
Renee. So if anybody saw the interview with Big Sean when he was here and he was on Fox 2 News. He talked about that. He said him and Takeoff was really close. And he said, yes, I'm still grieving, but Takeoff was one of the people who told me, different things, and he was not about that life. They said he was the most kindest, generous person ever. And this will be 28 and you at the peak of your life and you got your mother where you taking care of your family and then you just gone. So it's the hip hop community, and that's why they calling for this thing. Like the hip hop community can stop it. If they just do what they're supposed to do, they can stop all this freaking, because we're not back in the day where it was like that. You're not a real true gangster. You want some real gangsters? Go back in the day in the 60s when my uncle was a true gangster. There was some gangsters, there was the gangsters. You need to. They're not true gangsters. The only thing they, like the guy said, you get mad at somebody, first thing you want to do is pull out a gun and shoot them. So you're not a man, you a punk.
But that's the thing, though. Like when we say stop it, it's not gonna stop. It's it's literally the culture,
and
the culture would have to demand a shift. The young people, but if this has been going on since Pac and Biggie, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is who we are. This is what has evolved from back. That, you know what it would be like? It would be like telling female rappers to put clothes on. True. Right? Like we inched our way into nakedness or very nothingness, starting back with, you can go back to Josephine Baker, right? You can go way back.
Right.
To kind of fast forward to how we got to Foxy Brown, Little Kim, Cardi, Meg,
Nicki,
like all of them, we got less and less clothing. And so violence kind of has that same trajectory. It was happening here and there. And like now you got rappers that aren't even like mainstream rappers who sign deals and the next day they're gone.
Right. So it make you wonder. It's like it's everything to me. I guess everything is a conspiracy. Let it just roll with it. Say, and we're not in that community, so we don't know. But we just know what we see as far as being in an urban city and living in the, like they say, the hood. And I think what gets me about it, say, oh, you still live in Detroit, you still in the hood. Yes, I love my community. I love my city. Is it getting better? I think it is. But see, people don't realize that when we was growing up, we grew up with like the gangs and stuff. So you had to be part of a gang in order to survive in your neighborhood. If you was that one person who didn't want to be part of that gang, you just have to realize who you just didn't choose a side. And you was respected and you got taken care of. But it was like, people just don't realize it's just crazy. It's just the same thing with the rappers. We had people that was great back then and they was part of a gang. So when they made it, they took their gang with them and not leaving the people back, because when you bring your entourage with you, you bringing that culture with you. So how do you just get away from it? So that's what a lot of these people don't realize. You just can't take everybody with you. Like we had a mayor like that. Our mayor,
Kwame. You talking about Kwame?
Yeah, he brought his people with him where he messed up at. You can't take your hood friends with you. Sometimes you got to be like, you know what? Hey, I'm about to be about what I need to do, but I can't bring everybody along with me. And then you go back to think about like MC Hammer. When he started getting famous, he brought everybody with him. But the minute he started dropping down, where was his people at then? Nobody was in his back pocket. When nobody take his back to help him out. So that's the thing about it. People just ride your coattails till they can't ride no more. And then we got the YouTubers. I don't know, because people follow different people. So I follow this one guy, and I love him because he is so transparent with his life. Like he'll talk about where he was younger. Like he'll let you know he's a 4-time felon, but right now he's like this YouTube person that got his life together. But he talks about him being in that life. He's not in that life anymore, and how he's taking care of his family, because he realized that it's not about him being on the streets and being that person anymore, but for him to grow and evolve, and which he has, and which I love about it, because he talks about that. He take you through the things. He let you know, like, it wasn't easy when I first started getting on YouTube. this wasn't easy. I worked my way up to it. Do he have a lot of subscribers? Not really. He got like 687,000 subscribers, but his content is so like I just follow him, and maybe because I just love him because he's from Illinois, not from Chicago. He's from Joliet, and he born in the suburbs, but he lived that life, and he take you through all the things. So he's one of the type of people that when you say, um, you can have people out here that can turn their lives around and talk about it and still give back to the community and give to his people and take care of his family like that. He didn't bring like the gangster people with him. He kind of pulled back from them, whatever his life was, but he still took care of his people, the ones who still rock with him. So it's like you have to, like I tell people all the time, YouTube is one of the things you find everybody that you like, you find people that you don't like, and you just want to follow different people. So you have to find somebody that's going to inspire you and move you along, just like with these rappers. I love, don't get it twisted. I'm one down for some hardcore rap. Like I don't have anything as a clean version nowhere in my repertoire. That's just what it is. But would I be that person? Like, do I go to their concerts? Maybe not, because I don't know what's gonna happen at them concerts. Because now you can't go nowhere without something popping on somewhere. You gotta, I don't know. It's just weird when you try to live your life and just go out and try to have fun. Like you try to go to a club now, and you're gonna like, okay, you see too many people. Like, what's gonna happen? It's not like how we used to be. We can just hang out and just have a good. Remember the old school backyard parties organized? That you can do an old school backyard party, and you pay your little $3 to get into the backyard. You have a good time. But you can't do that now. These kids don't know nothing about that because it's always somebody beefing with somebody, and they take the beef to where everybody is instead of them just taking care of the beef with each other. So it's a sad world with our young people growing up in, and I don't know, society. I mean, they say we need
Yeah,
to stop it to do it.
I think it's sad that we stopped using our hands and we started using guns. But
Yeah.
guns is our culture. It's part of America's culture. Like literally, people are willing to die for the right to carry a gun.
And it's sad. It's,
So
it's super sad. You see another little babies that, like, parents have guns in the house and they accidentally getting hold of the gun and shooting themselves or shooting one of them siblings because they playing with the gun, and it's just sad. I don't know. It makes me sad. It makes me nervous. 'Cause I'm so afraid for my grandbabies to really grow up in this world. But you can only protect them for so much. You just got to just make sure you just be open and honest about shit that's going on in this world. They ask the question, tell them the truth.
it
Tell them the
doesn't
truth.
make me sad anymore. One of
Yeah.
the things about practicing being present and being in the now is that you realize everything is doing exactly what it is supposed to do. The
Mm-hmm.
universe is all of this, right? Like you can't have the positive without the negative. How would you know the difference? You can't have good without bad. So even when terrible things happen, those things are part of consciousness. And if we are all hopefully working towards now and being conscious and paying attention to the universe, it's in all of us. We all have the ability to go dark. We can choose which
Not
way
to.
that we go, but it
Right.
is inside of all of us. There is a monster that lives in every single one of us, and we choose daily who we present and who we decide to be in the world. That is one of the things about being a human being, is that we do have choice. But the universe is undefeated. The trees keep growing, the birds keep singing, the sun shines, the moon comes out. No matter what is happening with our human beingness, the world will continue to do what it does and procreate, and life will exist. It will evolve, and new
Yeah.
things will happen. And it is up to us during our time here to be the best versions of ourselves, whatever that is. And for some
Yeah.
people, it's just not goodness, because
And yeah,
that's what the universe is. The universe isn't all goodness.
it's not. And sometimes you try to see the good in everybody, but then you see it. Like I see people low key. It's so low key racism is still real. It's so funny to me because they try to be all like, oh, oh, this and that, and you be looking at them like, it's certain things you do that we know that you are low-key racist. You are. I mean, like
It's
when
not
you
low key anymore. It just is they we in my work they call it microaggressions. I've experienced more aggressiveness as an administrator than I've ever experienced ever. And I've experienced a lot of aggression. But child, the way these aggressivenesses are, and then when I respond, that hurt my feelings. Well, girl, you need to pay attention to the feelings that you hurt too.
right, and that's the part that you have to take in stride, especially when you got people that come to somebody and say, "Hey, they made a comment because I'm this way, or I speak a different language, or because I wear a headdress because it's part of my religion and my culture." And you got people that's not. Sometimes you be thinking, are they conscious of it, or do they just say stuff because they're not making an effort to be conscious and be considerate of other people's thoughts and thoughts or with their religions, or even getting to know them. Because with my job, I have to be non-biased, and I have to practice unconscious bias, and because we're all biased, so you just have to practice how to not just assume because you look at a person that they're automatically black. I mean, like, you look at me, you say, "Oh, she's African American." Yeah, I'm African American, but I got some other descents in me too. That's part of my culture. I can't look at a white person assume they just white until they start talking. You just don't assume that. You can't look at a girl or a guy and assume that's a he or a she. You have to ask questions, and I have to, because it was like, what would you prefer to be called, or what do you want to go by? We have people who don't want to do that kind of stuff. You have to be conscious. You got to be unconscious bias is a deep thing. It's so deep that we have classes on it. Like, we have literature that we have to take and go over and do all this kind of stuff. And they bring it back up to discrimination and the harassment, because you got people who will sit there and talk about a transgender to another transgender and then know they was transgender, and you making comments. You can get in trouble for that. You got to be conscious of what you say. You got to be. It's the world we live in right now. You never know. You just got to be careful. What it is. That's all. It just make me, in the world we live in now in 2022. We still have more racist people than ever, and that's really getting out there because of our prior government. They say it's okay. Say it's okay to just bring it back out and be racist, and it's not, because the
Well,
minute,
it had never gone anywhere.
yeah, it was just,
So one of the things I view it a little differently. I appreciate knowing who you are. I appreciate knowing what you believe in. I appreciate knowing that you don't think I'm worthy of whatever you think I'm not worthy of. I
right,
need that information. I would rather people be racist in my face than behind my back.
right.
Show
That's
me who
true.
you are so that I can know how to act accordingly with you,
Right.
other than behind and not knowing and thinking we cool. No, 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 no. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me know, so that when I put you in the box that I'm about to put you in behaviorally, we're
Mm-hmm.
clear. I
Right.
get it. And I'm not trying to change nobody's mind about
Mm-hmm.
their beliefs either.
Nope. Nope. And that's so true. You want to know. So, like you said, you can put them in that, so you know how to treat them with that. Treat them up close, long on the spoon. And it's easier when they do it in your face, and you know what you're dealing with. The hard part is when they do it behind your back. When they do it behind your back, and then you get little bits and pieces of it, and then you have to be like, wow, I didn't know you felt like that. Like, just be real and honest, because the way the world is set up right now, it's best to just be honest about everything. If you don't like black people, or you don't like white people, you don't like Hispanic people, if you don't like people, you don't like that green person over there, that is your right, your choice. You need to just like to say, hey, but how do you deal with it? You need to learn how to coexist with everybody. And that's the problem that we have with our culture. People don't want to try to coexist. They don't want to try to coexist because it's not going anywhere. Like you said, racism is going to be here. It's not going anywhere. And the way everybody is evolving around in their life, we're here. I mean, like, you can't get rid of me. I'm going to be in a position where I might be your boss, and you're going to have to deal with it. You may not like it. It is what it is. You may not like the answers I give you, but am I gonna be fair? Yes, I'm gonna be fair across the board. Do I have to pull back my bias? Yes, I do when I'm dealing with different people in different cultures. You have to. You can't make it based on what your feelings are. You got to do everything without your feelings being in the feelings. And that's the hard part. You see it and it's just, I don't know. It's crazy. It's just still, I don't know.
And
I just
Renee And Renee said,
don't.
"That's true. I am very afraid for my great nephew, who's 3, and twin nieces who are 5, growing up in this world with all of the things that are going on. But I know that I have to pray and put it in God's hand. Well,
Mhm.
not so much afraid, but worry. I
Right.
don't worry. I don't worry. I don't. I don't worry. I used to worry about my son and my daughter, like what's gonna happen. I think I can share what did happen to make me worry a whole lot less. And Renee says exactly, show me so that I will know who you are. Yep,
Mhm.
I want to know. I
Yeah.
don't, it doesn't bother me. And I can still coexist with you knowing how you feel about people other than yourself, or people other, really, really, girl, this is not your mirror. This is not, it's not
I
your mirror.
can't help it.
No, ma'am.
I can't help it. The lighting is so
She
good.
done jumped in the camera, y'all, and acted like it's her mirror so she could refresh her lip gloss. Like, girl, la. Oh, one of the things I figured out, listen, so look, y'all, I'm in a new school district with whole brand new people that I never knew in my life. One of the cool cats that I work with, she was like, "You say girl." I was like, "I do." But I didn't realize I said it that much that other people would know I said it. She was like, "Girl, it is hilarious when you say girl." I was like, so now I'm walking around, y'all, when I be talking to the staff, I have to listen to myself. I be like, "Girl, stop saying girl, girl, girl." But I only say it to the people who I think are cool. I don't say girl to everybody, but I will slip up and say it to a guy and be like, "Girl," I mean, you know what I'm saying? Not, I'm not calling you a girl. That's just my connector, girl. Like I'm about to tell you something good. They know when I say girl, I be like, "Girl."
I do it with the Tyrone all the time. I be like, girl, I mean, babe.
Girl, right, girl.
Like, I mean, it's just a habit. You be like, that's when you know you're about to tell the good juicy stuff.
Right. Like I'm about to tell you something you might not want to tell everybody. Girl, listen. See
Right.
what happened. And Renee says, how is the memorization going for you with the name? So, and Renee, we have over 500 students, about 60 or so staff members. I know all of the staff members' names now. I know a good portion. Well, the kids that come to the office. I know their names because
They always
hey
in the
little boo boo, why you keep being up in here? Why I gotta keep having this conversation with you every day? Every day I gotta. So those kids for sure I know. But I do a couple of cute little things to make sure I know more kids' names. I created something called a dance break, where this assistant principal, a teacher, can schedule me to come into their class because it's a K-8 school that I'm at. They can schedule me to come into their class for like 15 minutes and I'll just dance with the kids just to give the teachers a brain break and the babies a brain break. And that helps me learn names. I learn names on the playground. And I'm just trying to find new ways, just, to do cute things and learn more names. But it's hard. And then you got to add on to that parents. I'm like, child, nah, the parents, it's important. It's a lot. When I tell you that's why I literally come home every day and go to bed, because my brain is just on constant go, go, go. And the flipping of the doing this. And then you get the radio, you got to run here and do that. Kid done ran out the building, go get them. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot, but I love it. Of course, you definitely, oh yeah, them office kids, child. I know they names, child. What else? What else is going on, Foxy? Health is good. Jobs are good.
Mhm.
Kids are good. Y'all pray my son graduate, because listen, and get
leave,
out my house. Graduate and get out.
leave
Boogaloo,
Boogaloo
if you see
alone.
this, I love you, but it's time. It's time. It's time. I can help
Leave,
you. I can help you, but it's time. It's
leave
time.
Boogaloo alone. Leave my boy alone.
Uh, I think that's it, y'all. Life update. I don't do nothing but work right now. This is what I was gonna tell you. I was gonna tell you and piggyback on, I forgot what the correlation was, but because of something that happened recently in my life relationally with a family member, I'm learning to I'm learning to find and this is not just in my personal life, this is in my work life too. I'm learning to figure out what my lane is with different human beings and keep my ass in it, right? Like, I can't be everything you think I should be, but what I can do is get out your fucking way so you can figure out life without me to a certain degree. I can love you from a distance. I can work with you with some stipulations around it, but I don't got to be up in your face. And I'm learning how this is what makes me not worry about my kids when I'm no longer here or our future. Just like when we were younger, our parents probably worried about us listening to Tupac and Biggie and Prince and what Richard Pryor, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure that was a concern for them. And the majority of us are doing just fine. So I believe the universe will take care of the beings that it creates. All of the beings will be just fine. We have to learn grace with each other and the power of no. This is my word and a message. If you are a person that is a giving person, if you are a person that is a giver, there are different types of people in the world. There are 5 love languages. Is it 5 or 6? Something, whatever it is. If your love language is that of giving, when you give from your heart. Don't give because of obligation, because you might find yourself resenting somebody that you love their whole life because you felt like all they did was take, because you are a giving person and maybe they didn't give you back what you felt like they should. There is no way another human being can know what you need if you never speak up for yourself. If you are a giving person and that is your love language, give because that's who you are, not because you feel obligated. If you ever feel obligated, no is a complete sentence. That is just a general word of advice to human beings who have resentment for other human beings who they might consider takers or not grateful enough for the things that they get. Tell them no. Say no. But if you don't have the ability to say no, be mad at your fucking self. That's it. That's all. I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, people kill me with that. Like, oh, you're such a kind person. And that kind person is really resentful and angry and mad and at the world. Like, I gave you this and I did this for you and I did. Why the fuck you keep doing stuff then if you mad? That's stupid. Who does that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta learn. Sometimes I guess when you always say yes, 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 and then when you say no, they be looking at you like you got 3 heads. But you know what? Sometimes it's okay to say no.
It's okay to say no.
It's okay to say no. You know, am I gonna be mad? I might be in my feelings for a second, like, damn, they used to do it for me.
Right, but I ain't gonna do. What am I gonna do to you because you said no to me?
I gotta understand it, and then you ain't even gotta give me a reason behind the no. If you want to say
you don't, you can just say no.
If I do too much shit for you right now because you expecting me to do it, I'm no.
No.
Okay.
You can say no at work. You can say no to your family. You can say no to your well, if you're a minor, your no has to have we can have a conversation. I'm cool with a conversation, but a flat out no is not the answer, minor child. Like, but anybody else?
It's okay to say no to your mom when she go to Sam's Club every day. That
sound personal, Foxy. Is that a personal?
No, it's okay when they use Sam Club as a store they go to
Mama
every day.
Cookie. Foxy is
Oh,
over here talking about you.
baby. Yes, my mama know I love her to death. But when she come and say, "What you doing today?" I'm like, "Where you gotta go?" Well, I didn't get this at Sam's Club. Did you just go the other day? Yeah, I went, but no. We don't go to Sam's Club every day. It's not a store. It's not the corner store. It's not the corner local grocery store.
So yeah, I think that's my last word of advice to human beings, because people get mad and get in their feelings. They feel like you owe them something. But if you've never said no, if you don't have the ability to say no, and if you didn't tell the person that you expect something in return, then shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up and deal with yourself and figure out why you can't say no and
And
learn how to say no.
if you are sneaking on this live and you heard that one, and if you the person they talking about, then yeah, shame on you for being on here and not showing your face and jumping into the chat, the chitty chat. You be
I'm
real
not
about
talking
it.
about anybody in particular. I'm just having a general conversation about
And
the
don't
power of now and the power of no.
right. Don't walk away with your feelings like thinking somebody talking about you. This is the way the world is and life is. So yeah.
I'm spoiled too, and Renee. I'm still spoiled. I'm 50
We
years
all
old
are. We all are. We all spoiled.
and I'm still the baby. I don't think I'm a princess though, but I am the baby. Facts. I am the youngest. Facts, which makes me the baby. Facts.
But
That's it.
guys, if you are watching this, when you watch this on the replay and you got some comments, just drop in below and organize.
Hey.
You're part of
Oh.
right now.
Hey. Oh.
Shout
Shout out to YouTube for the community tabs of it all without having 500 subbies, as well as the ability to change your name without having 100 subbies. That's what's up, YouTube. They got some other features that I don't know nothing else about. I had already been able to change my name. But the community tab, like, I feel good. I got a community tab, girl, child. I will come live when I feel like it now because I don't need 500 subscribers. The 1,000, that I could care. I really just wanted 500 subscribers so I could have a community tab. I don't post enough on it because life, but still, I'm very excited. Thank you, YouTube, for the community tab. That's what's up.
I'm going to put this on my community tab when I pop off here today, but yeah, I don't even have 60 subscribers, and I love all my little Foxy Stars. Hey, Foxy Stars, the girl, you know how I drop in with some in a minute, but I was like, oh, a community tab. I'm like, that's so much fun. I haven't changed my name yet in that part. I did.
Yeah, you can change your name. They call it handles, I think.
Oh, I did it. Oh, so when somebody searched me, I did it at two. Okay, I did it at Two Foxy. So they just my handle, so they can look.
So that's your handle. That's your name.
Two Foxy.
Yeah. And Renee said, me too. Still spoiled and the baby. Facts. And then the people who not the baby be mad that you the baby. You've been mad at me my whole life because I'm the baby. I'm sorry.
Well, what you having for dinner today? I know you're gonna be cooking. So what you cooking?
Girl, I don't cook. I'm going to have my salmon, some black tiger shrimp, and some vegetables.
Are you cooking for Thanksgiving?
I am. My daughter always requests macaroni and cheese. I'm going to do mac and cheese, Cornish hens. I'm thinking about doing homemade rolls, but girl, I don't have the patience for the rising of it all. So I'm probably just going to do some Hawaiians because,
Put those in the oven, a little butter, be just as
and I actually like green bean casserole, even though most people don't. I really do like green bean casserole. It is my thing. So we'll see if I do that or just do some string beans and potatoes. I was thinking about doing some gumbo, but I'm on a budget because the baby has been, I'm not supposed. The baby is on a budget. Me. So I'm on a budget. So I don't the seafood gumbo, girl. That stuff get expensive. So I don't know about that. We'll see. What else was I thinking about cooking? Oh, bread pudding. I like bread pudding. I like banana pudding. I might make some and send you some because I know you be liking my fresh banana pudding.
Oh yeah, I eat that. Yeah, I'm cooking too. I told my mom she didn't have to cook this year, so we're gonna be over here, and I'm gonna cook a little this and a little that, you know, like you go get some greens, beans, tomatoes, you name it. No, but I'm cooking. I think I'm gonna do like a small ham and turkey breast. I'm gonna cook some salmon. I'm gonna do the dressing, some probably some mashed potatoes, some string beans. My mother requested lima beans, so we're gonna do some lima beans. So we got, you know, maybe some greens. We got some vegetables and stuff going on. So, you know, but she can cook a sweet potato pie because, you know, I know I can't do those like that.
I
So
might do one of them too, a sweet potato pie,
yeah.
or a sweet potato cheesecake.
Mm.
We'll see. I haven't done a cheesecake since I was married, way back in like 2006 or
No, you made
7.
one. No, you made one
A
after.
cheesecake?
Yeah, we had you made one. We had one before. You made one.
I feel like I haven't made a cheesecake since I was married because he used
No,
to love them little
no, you made
cheesecakes I
one. You
made.
made one because you did one for something, and we had it, but
Yeah, I might make a cheesecake,
yeah.
but it
So
won't be a regular cheesecake. It's always extra to my stuff.
I
You know
know.
what I might do is a red velvet cheesecake.
Look at you.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it
Depends
depends
on
on
how I feel.
right. It
Depends on
depends
how I
on
feel
all that.
and how much I can prep because that means I need to start getting my ingredients like this week. I can't do long grocery lines.
Yeah,
So
I got to
that
do all my stuff this week
I'm
too.
off of work Wednesday, the day before. So that means I could prep and cook Wednesday and then finish up Thursday morning. But my cousin is doing dinner, so I'm gonna go by her house because she did invite me over there.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah,
So we'll see.
I don't know. I'm gonna be at home and I get off work early on Wednesday, so I come home and just start prepping stuff. Since I'm not doing nothing that take a lot to cook, I can probably get up that morning and throw everything in the oven and just like okay, and then you know lay back down and do me whatever. Have my mom come over. So, you know, once she come over, she gonna
I
kick
was
me
about
out
to
the
say
kitchen.
Cookie gonna cook. Cookie
She
gonna
gonna
cook it
kick me
all,
out.
child.
Once
That's a wrap
she
for you.
right for me, once to kick it out the kitchen. So I don't know when we come. We got to come back. Um, we're gonna try to we ain't gonna make no promises, but we're gonna try to be more, a little bit more consistent with you guys because our schedules is like this. It's best that we come on Sundays and you guys like us to see it on Sundays because that's when I'm off, she's off, and we just life is beautiful for both of us on Sundays. And
I try not to go anywhere. But last Sunday I had to go somewhere. I went to I did go to I went out last week and I went to an NAACP dinner last week with my school district. So that was pretty cool.
okay, yeah,
To get dressed up with the people you work with because child, I look like a little kid at work every day. I don't dress up as an assistant principal because I run around the building all day. I wear gym shoes, jogging pants, and a cute shirt to work because don't nobody got time for none of that extra stuff.
yeah. I was thinking about going to the gala, the 100-year gala for the AKAs. I think I might do it. I don't know. They're having a little 100-year thing, so I think I might go to a little banquet and stuff like that.
Okay, I
So,
see you. I see you putting yourself out there.
you know what?
Is you ready? Is you ready? You about to come join the Divine Nine, girl? Ooh.
You know me and how I feel about people try to tell me what to do. So, and it's big, and I don't like. I have to like people like that to be in a group of people that be around. You know me, so I'm like, I don't know.
Alumni chapter is not as intense as undergrad.
Yeah, I don't know. So I think about going. So I'm going to buy my ticket, and I found out with the
Are
dress.
they having a line?
I don't know. They just having this is 100 year something. They just having a gala, and I just saw, and I was like, and I just inquired
Do you
about
know the
it.
last time they had a line? Because usually a alumni chapter will have a line like what every 5 years or so.
Yeah, I think I think all of them had them like last year because I had a couple people like my cousin crossed earlier this year. So my cousin and a friend of mine, they both crossed AK this year. So just recently, actually, now maybe a couple of months ago, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
depending on the chapter, different chapters do it differently, depending on how many they take.
I don't know anything. I mean, like I will go just to do my rounds, but I'm gonna go. I thought it would be nice to go to, but they having like a great Gatsby, so I've been looking for me a dress to wear, and
Oh,
I think
that'd be cute.
yeah, I think I'm gonna give me a little ticket. And I'm gonna go, and I said, cause Tia, DJ Lady T, she's doing one. She told me she's doing one part of it, so I said I'm gonna go and support because I'm thinking about it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the ticket and just go and just great and get my little dress and just go and have fun. Cause you know who don't like to get dressed up. You know, you saw like the dress up. Yeah, I should have saw the Wakanda Forever look. Yeah, y'all weren't ready. My hair.
I didn't do all of that. I didn't do none of that.
I just did, you know, I did the headpiece part and I thought it was so super cute. So I was like, oh, I can do that one. So I've been looking for me a dress and I found a couple of dresses online.
You can put a picture of it on your community tab.
Oh yeah, I sure can. My Wakanda Forever. I will. I'll do that. But it was so. I think I'm just, you know, it's next month, so by the end of this week I'll know if I'm gonna go or not. You know, if I'm gonna actually buy the ticket and go. But I think that would be fun to do and just get dressed up and go and see, just to go somewhere. I want to get dressed up and go somewhere. That's all it is. I think I just want to get dressed up and go somewhere. You know, my sister, you know how my sister is, you know, y'all Delta's over there. So funny, both of y'all. Hilarious. You know, my sister's like, like, girl, never in the thoughts, but you know, it is what it is.
All right, Foxy, it's time for me to get on my workout so I can eat my little lunch / dinner later. It's been real. And Renee says, have a great day, ladies. Godmother's on the phone. You too, and Renee. We are about to end this live. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everybody that's here. Everybody that might watch it on the replay. Nothing, no agenda. Just, you know, catching up because we haven't seen your beautiful avatars in the chat in so long. I can't say beautiful faces because child. Well, you know what I'm saying? We just see your Avi. So it has been real. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you go like and subscribe to my girl Foxy and family with the Foxy Stars. And you know, if you're not subscribed to my channel, you could do that too, child. But you know, I got a community tab, so I'm good over here.
Yeah, I got one too, so I'm gonna go put on my community
tab. Well, hello, Eagles. I see Eagles over here.
Wait, so we gotta give him a few more minutes.
Eagles.
What Eagles?
It's good to see you, Bo. How are you? How you been? We just wrapping up. We about to head out of here. I gotta go work out. Move this body.
Yeah. Hi, Eagles.
It's good to see you.
How are you guys? How are you? Thank you for dropping in. So just do one thing for us. You like, comment, subscribe. You hit all those notification bell buttons for this channel. And the channel is part of Organized Chaos channel, but you always going to see me on it.
And Foxy's channel is pinned to this live. So please, 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 I will put it here again too, just in case. Subscribe to my girl Foxy.
Oh, thank you. You were sharing today. Thank you.
All right, everybody. We out of here. Love you. Mwah.